Alright, I'm back with a craft tutorial for you guys. It's a Dollar Tree kind of thing. So the thing I'm making is this beautiful, like, chandelier that you can hang up someplace and add just a tiny bit of light to any area. And I know you can't see the lights right now because it is daylight, but I will try to make sure to include some pictures of this turned on at night. And so this is really pretty. And this idea came to me through my blend box, something she had posted on our group. And so I wanted to share it with you guys, my idea based off of that. And that used one of the banners she had sent in my blend box to do it. But unfortunately I no longer have any of that banner left, so I'm going to be making my own. So this is something you can make with all Dollar Tree, pretty much Dollar Tree items. So the first thing you're going to need is one of these hanging baskets that I got from the Dollar Tree. Some thread that you can get pretty cheap, and I think Dollar Tree does carry some thread like this, so you can get that. A pair of scissors, a pen, 3 colors of scrapbook paper, and I chose to have one that's glittered. You don't have to do that. I just wanted mine to have glitter. Some batteries. You'll need 2 AA batteries if you're using the lights, which I'm just using one of my Dollar Tree lights that I got back at Christmas time, and they're blue this time. So and a screwdriver for that. Something round to trace around, and the butterfly flowers from the Dollar Tree. I have 3 different colors, so we're going to work with that. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to trace out my circles, and I'm going to do 3 going down from here, so I'm 15 and 8 is, all you're going to do is trace them out of your scrapbook paper, and then what you're going to do is cut them out. And so I'll show you the finished product in now. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to start showing you the table. So I'm going to lay these out so there's 3 in a row. And so then the next row I'm going to start with the pink, and then I'm going to do the purple, and then the white. So that's how they're going to be. Now the next thing you're going to need to do is grab your string. And you're going to take your basket at this point, and what I found worked well for me was turning it upside down on my table. Now I was doing it on the floor that day when I made that one, and then you're going to tie it on to the bottom in 4 spots between the pegs. And I triple knot mine just because I like to make sure it doesn't come undone. And then I'm going to cut off the excess string over here, so that there's very little excess laying there. And then I'm going to kind of see if I put one here, and then I go down just a little bit, about where I want them to lay. So I'm going to say about like that for the string. Okay. So I'm going to cut my string off right about here. You can judge how long you want yours to be, but that's how long I want mine to be. So now I'm going to tie on another one. I'm going to skip one and tie the next one on. So we're just going to do another 2 of these, and then we'll move up to the top and do them. What I'm going to do is, because these 2 don't both have one, when I do this, I'm going to make sure that I'm tying one of my strings at the top onto this loop right here, so that one gets one, and then every other one after that will get one. So I'm tying it around the post, and then I'm tying it around the top rim of the basket, and that's where I'm going to double knot, just so that way it lays where I want it to lay. Now I'm going to lay this, cut that down to about like that, I think. Yeah, went down about like that. And we're going to go over 2 more. And we're going to go around the bar. So I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing here. It's going around this down post here and making 1 knot there, 1 knot there. Then I'm going around this upper rim of the basket and I'm tying it in triple knot there before I cut it off. And I'm going to do that 3 more times. I'm going to do this one more between the last 2 that I have to do. So I just went around the basket and did that. Now the next step is I'm going to take my hot glue and I'm going to hot glue on my pieces, and I'm going to start at the top, I think. Or maybe I should start, at the bottom here. What's going to eventually be our bottom. Okay, so I'm just going to take a white one and then a pink one, and I'm going to hot glue them on. So, oops, wait a minute, I forgot what I was doing. So I'm going to take and go down the center of one of my white circles, just like that. Unfortunately, when you're right-handed and your glue gun's on the left side, it's a little tricky. And then I'm just going to glue that up at the top, and I'm going to kind of hold it on the back where the glue is, but not hold the glue, because that's too hot. I'm going to hold the string end of the glue for a moment. Now I'm going to let that sit there while I move on to the next one, which is going to be pink. And I'm going to just take and go down the center of the pink in the back. And if you wanted to look like pink all the way around, what you could do is you could glue 2 of these together just to keep that pink color all the way around the thing. Unfortunately, I didn't think of that in time, so we're going to go with, it's got a white side and a pink side. Next one we're going to do is going to be white. So I'm just going to go up to the top here and get my string into the glue and hold it for a moment. Our pink one and do the same. And I'm just going to do that all the way around with the 4. And then I'm going to do it at the very bottom of each strand with the other color on each one. So if it was white at the other side, on the top, it's going to be pink on the bottom. And we're just going to do that all the way around until I get off. And we're going to let those dry. Okay, now we're going to do the top pieces, and we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do 3 on each. So we're going to start with maybe a white one here. So we're just going to take some glue down the center. And when I did it on the other one, I ended up gluing it right onto the top of the basket because I cut my string too short to tie it back on, because I was using the string that was on originally, and that gets very hot to hold in the back. Now I'm going to go down a ways, so I like kind of stuck it like that to it, so the first one was stuck to the thing. Now I'm going to take my pink one next. Okay, word of caution, guys. Be careful with the hot glue, because I just peeled off a piece of my skin when I peeled off some hot glue from my leg that fell on my leg. Just be careful. Okay, one more and then we're moving on to the next step. Okay, so now you got that done. We're going to turn this over and drop everything down to the bottom. So now we got that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to wrap the lights up at the top here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my screwdriver and I'm going to open my battery case and put in 2 batteries on my lights. So I'm going to unwind this so I can get ready to put it in place. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is make sure that I keep that up on the top. And I am going to take the evil glue again. And I am going to take just a little bit of glue at one end. And then toward the other end, I'm going to take a little bit more glue. So I'm just gluing the battery pack in. I'll try to push everything out from under it so that it doesn't stick to everything. Okay. Now then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap my lights around the top. You're going to want to, you could do this first if you wanted to. I did it second the first time and it worked out just fine. We're just going to wrap it all the way around. And one of these dollar strands works really well. And I'm just going to hold that up to make sure I didn't. And I did, so I'm going to have fun here. Let's see if we can unclip this and fix this. And I'm going to have to go back there and so what I'm going to do is make sure that you get your chain up out of the way when you're doing this so you don't end up with your chain caught underneath the wire like I just did. They do unclip, but they're a little bit of a trick to unclip them. And to clip them back is just as much, if not worse. Okay, there we go. So you're going to want to make sure you kind of hold your chain up out of the way as you're doing the wrapping of your lights so that you can pull it up and not have it be trapped when you put it up. Now we're back over here. All I'm doing is that loop that brings it down here. I'm just going to pass the last one through and then I'm going to stuff it back under this side over here just to kind of hold it in place. So here's what we've got so far. Okay. Now I'm just going to take 3 butterflies from my butterfly bushes and I'm just going to pop them all the way off the top, so like that. And I'm just going to pick where I want to put them. But I'm going to grab all 3. I'm putting 3 different colors on. Okay. And then I'm going to kind of hold this up. It tried to put itself up there again. So I'm going to try to pick maybe like right there for one of them. Okay. So I'm going to I'm going to hot glue it on there. And so I'm going to take my hot glue and I'm going to put just a little bit of hot glue on the wing of my butterfly, where I want to put it. And then I'm going to stick it on there. And I'm going to try to kind of hold it there for a moment. And then because I want it to stay in that general area, I'm going to also take a little bit of hot glue right up here at this wing, because that's where it's going to hit this. Actually, I didn't go up far enough. Just a little bit of hot glue. And then I'm going to kind of glue it up there to this top of the basket as well, just to make sure it's sitting where I want it to sit. And make sure that you don't get your cord in that glue though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to drop that wing behind the cord until it dries, just to hold that glue from getting it. Now I'm going to go over this way a couple, and I think right about here I'm going to put my blue one, and I think my blue one's going to be, no, I'm going to go right here for the blue. No, that's too close. Let's go right here. Okay, how did I do that on that one? Okay, so I'm going to put it up here beside this. So we're going to put just a dab of glue like on this wing here. right along there. We're going to take a dab of glue and we're going to put it right behind inside the thing, and then I think this one will be fine. I'm going to also, though, I do have a wing that's misbehaving, so I might just hold that. And I think I'm going to put just a dab of glue on this side over here. And I'm going to put that up against the hold that up against there. My thumb is very sensitive today, apparently. It won't hold. Okay, now we're going to take the purple one and we're going to put it more right about here. I think I'm going to put it down here going across those two. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope if you make one of these, you'll share your pictures with me on Instagram showing me how it turned out for you. I think they're so cute, and so it's just a pretty way to decorate your home for the spring and summer season. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe if you haven't already, because there will be plenty of more content coming throughout the year. Also, don't forget to click the notification bell so you don't miss out on when those videos go up. And comment down below something that you'd like to see me try to make with what I've got on hand. I had a couple ideas for these things before, but after seeing pictures from the blend box, I had gotten an idea for using the circle banner for this, and then I decided when I was making it to add the lights and then the butterflies. So it sort of kind of snowballed after the first part. So you never know where inspiration's coming from, so please feel free to share some ideas with me or some pieces of my crafting box you'd love to see me do something with. And I hope you all have a wonderful day filled with lots of love and laughter, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.